Hello, everybody out there. How you ladies doing tonight? You are watching The Truth Ain't In Us. I'm Tanya Wilder. I'm your host, and I'm joined by two of my beautiful, bold co-hosts, Teresa Johnson and
Hey.
Julie Taylor.
Good evening,
Ladies, what's
ladies and
up?
gentlemen. Hey, Tanya. Loving the ponytail.
Oh, thank you. I had to, spruce it up for today. So,
What do you call that? You called it something like a upsweep you called it something last week.
half up, half down.
Half
Half
up,
up,
half
Half
down.
up,
half
half
down.
down.
Yep.
Child, who is all these people? What is happening?
Yes.
What's happening down here?
We got people?
I got people down in the green room. Is that supposed to be? Is
I'm
that
not sure.
I'm
Okay,
not
I think
sure.
so. What has happened, technology, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like instead of the show link that I emailed, y'all have given the link to get in the green room.
Oh.
We need a meeting. I'm child. Hey, Burnett, Nidra, and T, y'all got to get in the other. We got to send them the right link. Tanya, go. I'm gonna step out for a minute. Y'all have it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Tanya.
Okay. So this past weekend was my birthday, and I actually didn't want to do anything, but um, my husband and kids insisted on taking me out for brunch. So we wound up going to a place called Garden Park, and that's
Okay.
Garden Park, PARC. So if
What
you're
side of
ever,
town? What side of town?
don't even go there right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
look it
right.
up. But it's somewhere downtown. But if you guys are ever in Atlanta or you live in the metro area, you got to give them a try. They're awesome. The food is great. The drink is great. They actually have a live DJ, and it's all you can eat, but it's not a buffet. They're
Ooh,
actually bringing the food to your table, just
okay.
constantly bringing the food. But it was really, really nice, and I enjoyed myself. And what did you do this past weekend, Teresa?
So let me comment on that garden park. I have never been, but I love the fact that it's not a buffet. I'm not a buffet girl. So I like variety and I like choices, but that just seems so unclean to me. So I will definitely check it out. Thanks for the suggestion. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
But to answer your question, I went to Fort Lauderdale this weekend, sort of an impromptu trip, and had a fabulous time. The weather was good most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So did a little beach, did a little, got to see my first soccer match in a really long time, but saw Messi live. So that was fascinating looking at his footwork. But
Mm-hmm.
really, it was just a getaway to just relax and just threw some stuff in, lots of good eats and drinks. So it
Oh.
was a good time. It was a good time.
Oh, that sounds like fun. And you actually went on a Thursday. You left Thursday or you left Friday?
I left Thursday and came back on Sunday.
Okay. And Tree, how was your weekend?
Hi. Oh my goodness. First of all, I like Garden Park. It's around the corner. Teresa, did you see how she casual was like, we ain't gonna talk I live
Right.
in that.
I need to know where it is.
I'm gonna tell you when we get off because I don't want to
Okay.
get in trouble.
I'm gonna give you
I live in that
directions.
neighborhood.
Okay.
But Teresa, I didn't hear because I was trying to first of all, thank you for all of those who are watching and watching the show. I had to
Thanks.
go out and get that together, but
Thank you
I
for
like
that.
her. Hey, Mika. Mika's in the building.
All
Ter-
right, Mika.
Teresa's
Hey.
friend. Thank you for being here. This weekend, I went to the Black Romance Book Festival,
Okay.
and I was a narrator. I am a
Mhm.
narrator, and I was on the panel. A lot of people do. I don't know. Some people think I'm a kept woman. Other people don't know what I do, but I This is side, but primarily during the day, I am doing narrations all day. Voiceovers,
Nice.
commercials, I'm talking all day. So I got a chance to hang out with uh, fans. Like it's some real shit going on out here that
That's good.
really I didn't know. But it was a great weekend. I was sad that I missed the party because I like Garden Park. Teresa, did Tanya say that it's not a buffet, but they do bring out lots of food?
Yes. And
Yes.
the food is actually, everything is good.
I
And
think
they're
so too.
open
Them
only on the
greens.
weekend. Yes.
Did you like the
The
greens?
kale greens are good. Yes. Everything is good. So every single thing. And there's no menu, by the way, people.
Mm-mm.
So, and the music is crunk from the time you walk through the door. Okay. There is a party going on.
Okay, so I don't understand. If it's not a buffet and there's no menu, then what do you do? What's the
They
format?
They
Oh.
come out with food.
Okay.
Ask you if you want more and
Okay. Hey,
They just keep
I like
bringing
it. Okay.
And the
Teresa-
drinks are great.
Are you Teresa, do you work out? Like you work out, don't you?
I do. Why you ask? Why?
Because you said you don't like buffets, and I'm trying to go get some dim sum. Next Friday.
I have outgrown the buffets too.
Y'all, it's
nasty.
a thing. The older I get, the less I like things like that, especially after COVID. Come on now, if you really think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
How many people have gone through the buffet line just touching the utensils that you serving yourself with? And I'm like, ugh. I just can't do it. So if you guys are interested in a cruise line, this is the only reason I took a cruise, my one and only cruise. I went on Virgin.
Of course
and you know why? Because there ain't no buffets. Everything is cooked to order, but there's like 9 restaurants. You make dinner reservations, plenty to eat, but I ain't got to touch nothing after nobody else.
Yeah, I can't do the buffets. People are just too nasty. People are nasty. They pick their nose.
They sneeze. Come on. Yeah. I can't.
And they're not washing their hands. Just nasty. So
I know. So I don't know what one of the hosts, and you're watching The Truth Ain't in Us. I'm Tree Taylor. I'm not a host. These are your hosts. These beautifuls right here. One of them isn't in here. Is she in? But she's in healthcare, right?
Yes.
So you know Riley, and Teresa. I don't know if you watch The Housewives or anything like that, but Teresa, you know Riley is on a show now, right?
I didn't know that.
She's on a show with. I don't know if you watched. What is
You're
Salt
talking
Lake?
about Candy's daughter.
Yeah,
Candy's daughter. Yep.
Yeah.
And she's on a show, and they keep showing a clip from maybe it was last night where one of her roommates, she doesn't wash her hands.
Ooh.
And she's a Blanco, and she said it's because she's like her body, doesn't do that since she was a kid, and that her body is immune to germs.
She's nasty.
But we're not immune to her.
Nasty.
Because that's the question I'd be asking. Okay, so you're carrying around a germ. So what are we supposed to do with you? Yeah.
I don't know, but it made me your buffet. Made me think of it. So y'all didn't go to Ryan's after church?
So I want to know who in the audience are buffet ladies and who's not. So I need you guys to post.
And it's okay. No judgment. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Just don't ask me to come to any.
I may judge depending on where you're going.
That's honest.
Okay. You know what? Okay. So there is one buffet that I had a really good experience, but I still had the heebie-jeebies. It was at the Ritz-Carlton. I went to an Easter buffet several years ago, and it is spread out. It's beautiful. It's clean, but still, I was like, how many people just touched that? And what did they do before they touched it?
The Four Seasons has somebody.
The Ritz-Carlton, yeah.
Yeah, she gave them a pass because it was the Ritz Carlton.
Oh,
That's what happened.
what are we saying? What are we saying about Teresa? Are we in
That
a lead?
my expectation was really high on the cleanliness level, and
So
I did, yeah.
you trusted it because of the brand. Is that what you're
Mm,
saying?
I
Old
tr-
Country Buffet versus Ritz Carlton.
yeah, I think the people preparing the food, people setting up the food may move differently than
that's
Ryan's.
not hell no.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Gee,
Teresa.
did everybody
I,
go through there? What's the class that the hospitality people take on cleanliness?
yeah.
What's that called?
OSHA. OSHA.
OSHA. So, are the Ryans people required to do that? Or are the Ritz Carlton people required to do that? We
All
don't
of them
know.
are required,
They watch
but
videos.
at the end of the day, I watched. I don't know if it was something on the news or where I saw this at, but it was an expensive restaurant, high end restaurant, and they were saying how the guy who delivered in the back, how he would come in and they would have stuff on the floor, but yet they're serving these meals for like three
I get
hundred
it.
dollars plate.
Y'all,
So
ladies,
it
I
just
get it. Tanya, I get it. I know that that was unreasonable, but I made an exception because of it. And guess what? I ain't been to a buffet since.
My
That
yeah.
was
welcome. I'm sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
high.
My welcome to the show. She says yes when she's vacationing at all inclusive resorts. That's right, Tanya. What do you do? I mean, not Tanya, Teresa. What do you do when you go to a resort? You can't.
all the resorts don't have just buffets. Usually they have other options. So you
That's
sit
true.
down and
True,
you order your
true.
food and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. And yeah. So I use the other
Child.
option.
Way to
Yeah.
shoot the shit. Opening the show, we found out Teresa's an elitist. She's an elitist. So you don't go to Dollar Tree, do you? $1.75 tree, whatever.
You know, I have gone. I needed some tissue paper for a gift, and
We
I stopped
shaming
in
her. We
and
gonna
got.
stop it.
I'm
I'll
about to
take
give you
it.
guys. I'm about to share a secret with you. Best kept
Okay.
secret in America.
And what is this? What's the
Yes.
Wine
show?
glasses. The best wine glasses are sold in Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Let me see that. Hold it up.
I'm throwing a party. I am going to the Dollar Tree. I'm buying me some wine glasses, and I have all colors, different designs, and I got it from the Dollar Tree.
That is a nice glass in your
That is
hand.
a nice glass. It's not food though. We
I'm
talking
just
food.
saying.
So glassware, tissue paper for your gifts, little trinkets. I'm
You can
all for
handle
Dollar
that.
Tree. Oh yeah, it's the food portion. It's the intake. It's no. Mm-mm.
Child, we went the first whole segment. Tanya, what we talking about tonight?
Yes.
And you're watching The Truth Ain't in Us. I did put it in the private chat.
So first, I want to talk a little bit about um, Offset and Cardi B
Mhm.
All
because
right.
right now they're just blowing up the internet. And yesterday I did a truth telling Tuesday's truth,
I need to come back
and
from the
I
break
spoke
with
about
that.
huh?
I said I need to come back from the break with that. Go
Yes,
ahead.
you come back with that. And my take on Offset asking for alimony after he was the cheater, multiple times. I feel like what the hell, like go to these hoes you were fucking and ask them for spousal support. They fucked up your marriage. So hey, get it from
Well,
them.
actually, he did. He did. They didn't.
No, it takes
He
two to
did.
tango. No, no, no. I'm going responsibilities on both ends. They knew
Oh
he was
no, I
married. He
get
knew
that.
he was married. So they're both at fault. I'm not giving a
I
side
totally
chick
no no
a
no no
pass.
no. I totally agree, Tanya. I agree.
Yes.
I'm not saying there's no fault on the other end, but if he wasn't stepping out,
Yeah, but he's asking for spousal support.
yeah, which is stupid. He's got his own money. Is
Exactly.
she keeping the kids?
I don't know what. Well, she has the kids now while he's out there running the streets
But you know
doing
what?
whatever. So
I've had plenty of friends who have gotten divorced, and sometimes this is the lawyers talking. Other times it's the person that's getting booted out, just going for the jugular. He gonna try. That doesn't mean he gonna get it. But people
uh,
nasty out here. They get down and dirty when they're getting divorced.
well, I think what Cardi needs to do is, ask him, sue him first and foremost, him and his side chicks, and get spousal support from them. Because, at the end of the day, he has all the means in the world. He's not the average Joe Blow that's out here. He has the means to make the money.
Hmm.
I'm wondering now, does he have the money that he's portraying to have?
Right,
Because he's
right.
asking Cardi for money, and a lot of these celebrities be taking the funk and act like they got it going on, and they really don't. So I want to
Well,
know what your take on it
let's
is.
let's hit that when we come back. What else is on the docket tonight?
For tonight, we're going to be talking about white tears, you know, and people are probably wondering what the hell does that mean? That I'm talking about white women playing the victim at the end of the day. And we're going to get into that. You are watching The Truth Ain't in Us, and we'll be right back.
See you in a minute.
She's Tanya Wilder, and she's Teresa, and I'm Tree Taylor,
We got you, Tree.
the principal.
The principal.
We'll be back.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Hi, I'm Tanya Wilder, host of the Truth Ain't in Us podcast, coming to you soon. Just going back to Cardi B and Offset and my thoughts on that. Here's a man who cheated on his wife multiple times, and he's asking her to pay alimony. Like, where the fuck do they do that at? You cheated and you want alimony? You're not just some regular dude off the streets. You have connections, you have means, you have people, doors that you can walk to, tables you can sit at, where the everyday average Joe doesn't have that. But yet, you're asking the mother of your children to pay you for cheating. And I think you got it all fucked up. What I think you need to do, Offset, is go to those hoes that you were fucking and tell them you need alimony from them for fucking up your marriage. But I know what? They ain't got it. They ain't got it. They ain't got it.
They ain't got it.
No, they ain't got it. They want what he has and want what Cardi B has.
Exactly.
What do they have? What do you mean financially?
Yes, that's what it's all about. Offset is not the best looking man, and I mean, let's just keep it 100.
He's
He
not.
ain't that funny, okay?
So looks matter.
Not
the
when
truth.
no,
They
heck no.
don't-
I'm always
wait.
gonna tell, looks does not matter.
What?
To me,
No. Well, I'm talking about to these women out here in the streets. I'm married,
Oh,
but
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying, no, obviously it does not matter.
well, with celebrities, I would agree with you. They don't care. They trying to get the bag. But
These women
in
aren't even
regular,
celebrities. They're like Instagram models and um what's that other what's
no, but I
the
mean how they choose. Looks wouldn't matter because they are going for dividends of a so if a celebrity, every celebrity isn't attractive. I don't think, like, if
mm-mm.
you watch movies, Teresa, Tanya, the HD, you can see inside people's mouth now. And I'll be like, how are
Money,
you?
money, money.
Yeah, but you're rich and your teeth
So
ain't
yeah,
fixed.
get it fixed. Right, right. I
They
never
don't give a
understood that
fuck.
either, Tree. Yeah.
They
Ugh.
don't care about that.
They
Mm.
should though. That's the point.
My said you're not eating, Teresa. When you go to the I guess you're gonna pass on breakfast every morning when we take our next girls trip. She gonna eat. She gonna eat some
Well,
fruit. She gonna get one of them
yep,
Jamaican men to come off the beach and bring her some
Well,
mango.
I have the beautiful
exactly.
picture up there.
Oh, I
Shout out
know,
to
right?
Yeah,
So
shout out
Maya is actually Marla. Those are her
to Nyla.
initials.
Them
So that is
eyebrows
Okay.
is
Miss
bust
Marla.
down.
Aren't they bussing?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I go to the resorts that have options. And you know, every resort you can order off the menu, you can get room service, you can get fruit. So
Mm-hmm.
yogurt, coffee, you know, do what you got to do.
So
I do research before I go.
Tanya, I really love that you were in the bathroom just now, on that video. Bonnet Bathroom Chronicles.
Yes.
But I was looking kind of cute still, even with my bonnet on. Still looking.
You better have confidence.
Oh
And
gosh.
I also want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching The Truth Ain't in Us. I'm Tanya Wilder, and you're joined by my co-host Teresa and Tree. So I don't know if you guys watch Basketball Wives.
So I got
Anybody?
mad when they took OG off, Tanya, and I haven't been watching because
Yeah, I haven't
I
either.
liked OG.
I am a reality fanatic. I mean, it, I'm just saying and I'm kind of bougie, but I watched just about everything that's ratchet.
So
Okay.
what? Name them real quick before you get
Yeah,
into
name them.
so the
Oh
people
my
of
God.
God know.
I do watch baddies.
Oh,
I
okay.
She
watch
had to
love.
laugh at herself.
I watch Love and Hip Hop. Some
With
of the
Mama
housewives.
D and them.
Of course,
Okay.
everybody's got a damn Mama D in their family. I don't
Who?
care who you are,
Yes,
where
ma'am.
you're at, how much money you got. Everybody's got a Mama D in their damn family, or knows a Mama D in the community. Am I
Teresa, you
right
got
or
a
wrong?
Mama D?
I don't think so.
I knew it. I knew it. Go ahead, Tanya.
Teresa,
Finish.
Teresa faking it. Teresa is faking that.
I'm not.
Everybody.
I'm trying to think hard. I'm like, who is like Mama D? And I don't think I have
Girl,
one.
you can go on James Island, where we're from. We can find plenty Mama D's.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Y'all did grow
You
up together.
you asked me if I have a Mama D now. Yeah, I can name a few,
I said
but
we all
I
have a
can't.
Mama D or know a Mama D in our family or community.
Oh, gotcha. Then yes.
Okay.
Community, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So yes.
So
But
what other shows?
I watch a lot of different shows, but I want to talk about this one particular scene from Basketball Wives last night.
Okay.
And do you have a clip on that?
So I do have a clip. It's
Mm-hmm.
loading because we
Okay.
had some communications. I sent you two clips. One with the auntie, which she is hilarious, and I think they need to cast her. And then I have the one with Christian, which is you don't think they should cast her?
Shawnee
Her
won't do it.
so
Shawnee is
her and
not.
Evelyn King.
Yeah, no, Shawnee ain't doing that. Okay,
But here's the
so
clip. I think, because I didn't hear back from you, but I think this the one.
I'm not dumb. Brandy, we're gonna keep this shit Gemini code. Whenever some shit is going on between you and Jen, anybody in the group, the husband, kids, nothing should ever come up. But my wife comes to me and she says, Randy is talking to Evelyn. And the only reason I'm bringing this up at our wedding ceremony is I know Evelyn puts out these false allegations saying that I'm guilty of a crime, that I have victims. No. But listen, I've only loved Jennifer. Do you not see the happiness on my wife's face? What the fuck did I do?
Is that their
technically,
wedding?
yes, and he is 30, 31, and Jen is 48. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so inappropriate. At the wedding, you're attacking her friend. And first and foremost, the conversation early on was between Jennifer and Brandy. And Brandy was just expressing her concerns because he's on the internet. People are saying he's scamming people. Okay. And he has he recently got out of prison a couple of years ago for scamming folks. So
Okay.
you know,
And then $250,000 in back support, right?
child support, which I mean, I can just talk about this forever because he went and bought Jennifer a ring for $60,000, but can't pay his child support.
Oh.
And
Maybe
Jen
Jennifer bought it.
Yeah, that
probably did.
happens.
Because in that clip too, you know, he talked about how nice the ring was that she gave him, like a little, you know, girl. But anyway, I was just taken back by the fact that he did this during the wedding, and well, before Jennifer came out, and he did it in front of people instead of pulling her to the side, which to me, it has nothing to do with him, her being concerned about her friend in the situation. And she had already spoken to Jen and said, hey, I'm going to back off. This is your life. You know, you love him, you do you. But for him to do that just showed how immature he was, and he just needed a moment. He wanted his 5 minutes of fame, or 5 seconds of fame, I should say. And go ahead, Tree.
I think a lot of men, they meet feminine energy with feminine energy. He is clearly not in his masculine energy. By confronting them in the church before the wedding, you meeting us, a man, a man who will go toe to toe with me, that's not a man to
No.
me. And so that was, I mean, the pointing of the finger was taking me out, doing all like, and just how selfish.
That was
Ugh.
crazy. That was crazy. So inappropriate. He was just on an asshole kick. Like you
Yeah,
said, attention, looking for attention.
Yes.
exactly.
Camera time.
And this
And
is
got
not
it.
the first scammer she's dated.
I know.
I think the last boyfriend.
Remember Big Hips? Hips
Oh,
don't lie.
yes.
Tim, he could have
Yes.
killed her ass.
And Tim's in prison now. He's in prison for murder. He murdered his nephew.
Y'all,
His hips was big.
men with hips. Let's get on with that.
I can't do
Oh, I can't do a man with hips. Never.
That
never.
that means they have too much estrogen, right?
I don't know what it means, but they would have to do some type of damn surgery to get rid of that shit.
Damn, Tanya.
I mean, because have you ever seen a man like at a bar or at a table, and then he gets up and he has hips? I
have a huge problem with that.
Kris Jenner's man got hips. Have you seen Kris Jenner's man?
He does. What's that boy's name? Ain't he Puffy?
No, I haven't.
I'm like, okay, Kris.
Let me
whatever.
I would not be surprised if he's Puffy's friend.
Okay,
he does have hips
in the bedroom. I don't know.
Wait, Cam Newton has hips too, Tanya.
Yes, he does.
And it bothers me. It bothers me.
It just ain't right. It just ain't right. That's too much estrogen.
Then he has hips and he thinks he's all that on top of that. Like, who are these women giving it up to him like that?
So where do they find pants that fit?
Corey Gamble. That's his name. Corey Gamble.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And where do they find pants? Lane Bryant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, it was a serious question because I'm like, where did they shop?
Levi. Tim
Why?
has some big
Why?
feet.
They've got a line men with hips. Come on now.
Oh no, but you guys who are watching Truth Ain't in Us. I'm Tanya Wilder, and I want to talk a little bit about white women playing the victim. And
I have a clip if you want.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's roll.
I just listen to what Michelle is saying. I find it very interesting how she tells the whole planet where she gets her information on Black women.
Oh, this should be good. Okay.
I had to cut it up, but check it out.
I would say white women might be the biggest problem in the country.
She said it, folks. I had nothing to do with her
I'm
statement.
just agreeing.
She's getting claps and thumbs ups in the back.
It's the truth, though. It really is.
But like we and I have a bit about this in my stand-up, but it's like we want to take on this victim role, and I'm like, we've been a part of this the entire time. Like the idea that we haven't benefited from all this, the idea that like, you know. And the fact that I learned about this stuff from movies is crazy because we're just not taught about it. Like, you have to seek it out if you really want to educate yourself. I know using those as references means I need to educate myself more. Yeah. But, like, you see all these, like, Black women who worked really hard against everything with, like, having very little help. And then you see these white women who are, like, in these amazing homes with rich husbands, and they can't seem to do a thing for themselves. Exactly. And they act like they're just like, well, things have been so hard for us. And it's like, have they? Or were you just lazy?
Right.
I love that she gets her reference from movies.
So I didn't get to put it in there because it was going to make the clip too long. But guess which movies they were? She referenced. What? She said the Pretty help. Woman. She said the help.
I was going to say the help.
And then she said, and what's that astronaut movie? The movie with Black ladies and astronaut. She was talking about Hidden Figures, which I was in that movie. Y'all getting Tanya, I put a few points in here.
So my thought on all of this is basically, I want to know why the world or society automatically protects a white woman and comfort them, you know, whenever they cry. And when a Black versus a Black woman, you know, when we speak or we show any emotions, we're either considered weak, or when we voice our opinion or speak out loud, we're too aggressive. And I'm trying to understand, and I think we're going to do a whole nother show about this and bring some white women on and white woman, white man type thing and get their side of everything. But I'm just curious on, have any of you guys ever experienced, you know, the white woman playing the victim?
And we're talking about the Karens of the world?
Of course.
Well, you probably do in your workspace, Teresa, no?
I'm trying to think of a good example because it's not, in my workspace, it's not obvious. It's more behind the scenes that the white woman will get promoted. The white woman could dress any kind of way. We were talking about this the other day and how we show up at work with our best
Okay.
foot forward. We're dressed appropriately, if not up a notch, because I've been told to dress for my next job versus my current job. And I'm looking at these white women that look like they rolled out of bed, didn't didn't iron, hair still wet, no makeup, just plain Jane, but they're getting a promotion next week. And you
Khakis and
know
a
how,
Is it
polo.
so is it based off of merit that they're getting these promotions, or
yeah, but we could go deeper with that. I think what happens is to a certain extent they play the game. They come in
Uh-oh.
looking any kind of way, they talk any kind of way, but then they have the worker bees do the work and they take credit for it.
And y'all talked about this last week, playing the game. They
Playing the
definitely know
game.
how to play the game.
Yep.
I
They
think
act
they play
like they
the
don't know
game.
what's going on, but they do. They do.
Whose dogs?
You know
I
that's
don't
my
have animals.
that's my
Tanya,
dog.
what I want to know, I would love to know how they stand behind their men who
And I
also
was-
don't believe that they own their bodies. That is
yeah.
the weirdest thing to me.
Wait,
So
say that. Explain that a little more.
So
I,
go ahead, Tanya.
I was going to go ahead and get into it. So I had a conversation. One of our hosts, she's out tonight because she's sick. She has the flu. And Phyllis and I was having a conversation earlier about how she felt that we shouldn't talk about this topic because we need a white woman's opinion. And I said, no. I said, you got to look, the way I'm looking at it is this. For example, when it came to voting about the rights of our body, what a woman does with their body, and I feel like every white woman didn't have a voice. They stood behind their white men because I believe that they believe really that a man should not be able to tell us what to do with our bodies. But because they have to, and I'm not even going to say play the game, I believe that it's so, they're going to stick together at the end of the day. They're going to stick together and yeah, and they're going to support their white counterparts, even though they believe in something different. And I'm like, like, where's their voice in all of this?
And why do we need to get their opinion? I don't care what they think. I mean, that's where I am in it. Like, I'm not anti-Blanco or anything like that, but I have my own. I don't want to teach you nothing. I'm not here to teach you. I'm not. That is what the Black woman has come to be known for. Everything we touch, any Black woman that is of her worth and girth on this planet, on this ghetto ass planet, baby, we make magic every time. When a white boy, when any man gets with a Black woman, he gets turned up a notch.
Turned out.
But specifically, when you see a Black woman with a white man, what happened? He go from to close the door. When you see
And
a
we
Black
automatically
man go with a Blanco, what happens? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used. I'm done. So I don't care about their opinion, but I think you should have them on. But we didn't need one on to just start the discussion.
Exactly.
They don't let us in. They don't be inviting us to talk.
But
Yeah, that was my
I am looking forward to that conversation with them on though, because
Absolutely.
we ain't never gonna be a white woman. We've never walked in their shoes, so it would be amazing to hear the foolery that comes out of that conversation.
And they will never. I've yet to hear a white person say, I would want to trade places with a Black person.
Baby, no.
No way.
Except for Rachel. What was that girl's name? Rachel Dolt. Remember her? Her from back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a question for you ladies. Let's flip it a little bit.
We ain't
Let's
taking no commercials, y'all. You watching The Truth Is In Us or Ain't In Us, and we just going till 6:55. Go.
I am feeling a certain kind of way about what Nene's done to look like a white
Ooh,
woman. So let's go there. It's the reverse.
let me get this picture. Y'all talk.
Mike,
So
Michael Jackson.
it's funny you say that because just last night I'm lying in bed and I'm just thinking about a lot of Black women that's in Hollywood and they're brown skin or dark skin, and now they're lighter than me. And I'm like, and I say this because in my line of work, I've worked close with celebrities in sales, right? And going into their homes and stuff like that. And I'm not going to call anybody's name, but this one particular celebrity, I met her years ago when I moved to Atlanta, and she then now became my client, and I didn't recognize her, and I'm at her house, and mind you, it's during COVID, but she has a mask on, she has a bonnet on, and her house coat, and I was there for at least 30 minutes before I caught on to her voice, and I said, "Hold on, you are so and so." And she's like, "Yeah." And the reason I didn't recognize her was because she was light skinned now. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't get, like, are these women not happy with who they are? Because I think Black is beautiful. No matter what shade we are, we're still beautiful. And I don't know if it's something that's deep within, you know, psych.
I can't. She looked like she's tardy for the party.
She's
What is
Looking
what
like
is
Kim.
this?
all
Looking
white
like
chicks,
Kim.
baby. All
Yep.
white chicks.
Look like white chicks. I wonder
You
what
know,
Kim thinks.
But finish, Tanya. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was going to bust out. So you said wait a minute. I know who
I
you are, and she was white now. I mean, light skinned now.
think, like, yes, and I was like shocked because I'm like, damn, her total, and I think it's a pill that they take. That's what I've heard. That they
Oh,
go to the
it's not bleach.
dermatologist.
It's not bleaching.
No, it's a pill that bleaches them. Yeah, that's why their skin's even all over.
Oh, so it
And
takes the
yeah,
pigmentation
it's a
out.
pill.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pill that they
Medicine
take.
has been enhanced.
So
Tamar looks like, well, Tamar wears her makeup to
Too
something
light. Too light.
pancakey.
and it
Hmm.
don't look right.
A pill, Tanya?
Okay,
It's a
so let's
pill.
talk about that. Why would Black women do that?
They're they're either not happy with the low. I'm thinking low self-esteem. She said Megan Good too. Yes,
Megan
yes,
Good turning colors
Really?
yes, yes.
with the civil
Oh,
rights leader.
find a
Well,
picture because
Yes.
I
No,
haven't
I
seen
didn't
Megan
notice
that's what
her
I
Good.
mean.
turning. I didn't notice her turning colors.
Yeah. So,
Child.
like, what's really going on? And I think it's people. I don't know, low self-esteem. They don't love who they
Yes.
are.
The internet, and I love social media, but it can't, for some people's mind can't handle that because they have a comparing heart and a
Mhm.
comparing spirit, and it'll kill you. And
Okay.
I just,
So y'all. So I'm gonna go back to Nene. Okay. So
Serena,
child, go
let's
go back to
let's
Lanithia.
yes. So let's paint this picture. So by doing that, she's got a different look. She thinks, I guess, she's going to be accepted more in society. But she doesn't realize as soon as she opens her mouth,
mm,
You're still black at it,
yes,
black. Huh?
still black is black. She is just as country. I don't care how much money she has.
yes.
So, yes, it's a self-esteem thing. It's an out-of-body experience. They're not happy within.
Well, because who set the standard? Who
White women.
decided this? Yeah, there it is. So we're back. We're back to the problem,
But then I'm going to flip it because a lot of them want to be us
baby.
because they're tanning.
Weaves.
And I was watching Bethany Frankel. She was doing this
TikTok.
runway. No. She was walking the runway 2 days ago in this
Okay.
bathing suit. And she was telling how they transformed her body. And they were making her skin, they're putting makeup on her all over to make her a little darker. And so it's like they want to be us, but then they don't.
But let's be honest. Well, I will. Aging is, thank you, God, that I have long life. My body, though, doesn't do what I wanted to do anymore. I didn't have these situations that I have. And so I feel very much like I would love to go on Ozempic or get some things done to myself. And it's just aging is hard. I'm not changing my skin color and I'm not sympathizing with that. But it doesn't mean I don't love myself if I don't want my damn titties down to my knees after these children done sucked me dry. Okay? You watching The Truth Ain't in Us.
Yeah, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery. I've had it. So but I'm not extreme everything is proportion. I've never had a BBL though. I'm never gonna get that shit.
You're not coming up in here with your cheeks. What's the girl on the housewife? Kelly.
I got some lines and I'm not gonna be looking plastic.
You got fillers?
No, I'm gonna get some.
Really?
Only because I'm getting 2 lines here. I'm 55 and I see 2 lines coming in.
I don't see no lines.
And I'm not gonna be looking like the Joker either. So,
I'm gonna talk about you if you are. I'm gonna just put you in the one shot.
I'm gonna talk about
I'm
me.
messing with you, Tanya. I ain't saying shit about me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But Teresa, do you see any lines in her face? What?
I do not see any lines, Tanya.
Where the lines at?
Get a grip.
She gonna stop smiling.
You gonna stop smiling? Okay.
It's gonna be gone.
Okay. I'll bring you some ginger ale because ginger ale cures everything. God damn it.
but I will not.
Teresa.
Again. I'm not doing a BBL. Never in my life. I don't even need one. Even if I needed one, I wouldn't get it. But what?
Dangerous.
But that's where I draw the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, are y'all getting BBLs? What are we doing for aging? And please don't tell me to eat kale all day. I'm not doing that. Okay?
No.
What's your secret, Teresa?
Water.
I know that's right. 80
water.
Ounces.
Yep. You better be drinking half your body weight. And sun is good for you if you've got sunscreen. It's good for you. It's good for you. And then working out. Eat right. You don't need all that bullshit. Tanya, it's a hard no.
I don't wear sunscreen.
Hold on. What bullshit are y'all talking about?
Y'all.
That's what I want to know.
I don't wear sunscreen.
You don't need this. You don't need it.
Listen, you won't.
Tanya, you're 55. When was the last time somebody thought you were 55?
That's not the point.
Yes, it is.
The non-answer.
The non-answer.
You are not even going to know that it's done. I promise you.
Yeah, because I'm not going to see this laugh line, which becomes you. It's natural.
Everyone in here is beautiful, I think. But I just wanted to be honest and say that some days I don't like my body because I know what it used to look like and I know that I'm not doing anything different. But it just doesn't work anymore.
The truth.
I'm not Teresa, I mean, I'm not my eating habits and all of those things are not different from how I used to be, but it doesn't come off like that. And
right, that's called aging. Your metabolism slows.
I
Yep.
know all of that. So I just was sharing that I don't like it, but I don't want to die. I got some more
Well,
time.
listen, I'm going to say this. When I had my 3 children and my 20s, I, I didn't get to enjoy the lifestyle of wearing 2-piece bikinis because I had stretch marks and I had a little pooch here because I had a C-section. Something that was definitely not going away because I asked my doctor. He said, "Listen, you can do 1,000 sit-ups. That your stomach muscle has been destroyed. You're going to have to do a tummy tuck if you want that to go away." And when I turned 50, I got me a tummy tuck. Now, would I ever do that shit again? No.
Wait, why? Talk about it. I gotta go in 8 minutes. Why?
Because it was after the healing process. It
Was
was a
what?
lot for me. Yeah, it was a lot. Maybe because I was older. And
Shit.
one thing I recognized with the healing process, my body wasn't healthy. I
Oh.
thought I was. And
Mm.
so with the healing of the tummy tuck, my wound opened up
Oh God.
because my body wasn't healthy.
Oh,
And so
that's
I had my
no. I'm saying I'll be all right.
I can laugh about it now, but I was crying then. Like, what the fuck
That's
did I
scaring
do?
me.
But
Where was Bart? Did he take care of you?
of course, yes, he did. He did. Yes, I couldn't have made it if he wasn't here.
And he
Oh,
But
probably begged you never to do it again.
no, he did not. But because I mean, I would
damn her.
never. I was already 50 something years old, so I'm not having any more kids.
Yeah.
So for me, at the end of the day, it was worth it. At the end, being able to enjoy the rest of my life. Now I can wear what the hell I want to wear. I couldn't do it before because I sacrificed that for my children and having kids. But for me, the process, the healing, I had to get my body healthy in order for that wound to heal.
So Tanya, does it last forever? You get a tummy tuck, you can eat whatever you want, do whatever you want, and the tummy don't come back?
What I'm older, so I'm gonna say that's not true. If I was
Right.
younger, yeah, that's not true. It's all about how you take care of yourself. And I eat healthier.
Okay.
Okay, so no, I'm sure I've met some people who had tummy tucks and they got a tummy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
So the
yeah,
moral of the story, do it, but then the after you have to take care of yourself.
you
I
do.
think
Or it's a waste of money.
there may be less
Exactly.
invasive procedures now too. I mean, that was 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, but
Um,
not if you've destroyed your stomach muscles when it came to having children. Because
and
they had to be
so just to be clear,
clear.
that's because you had a C-section, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let me okay, I'm gonna maybe make my appointment again. No. Hey,
And
Teresa,
Dr.
I
Wright
might
Jones,
get a tummy tuck.
Dr. Wright Jones
And y'all better come. I'll be
Do
expert.
it.
sitting right here.
We'll come take care of you. We'll
You're
come
gonna need
take care of
somebody
you.
there with you 24/7, girl.
Can you drink
24/7.
wine?
You can't
Mm,
stand up straight.
nah, that's too much money I'm leaving on the table. You're watching The Truth Ain't in Us. And I love money and money loves me. Amen.
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 So
Great show
when's the
tonight.
next test?
Yes. Yes.
Child. When's the next test? Fearless leader?
We're having a pop-up on June the 24th. Is that correct?
Yeah, but we're gonna be back here. We might be back here next week at
And
the
hopefully
same
all the
time.
ladies will be here.
Because Teresa and Tanya and all this weightlifting,
Yep. Yep.
we need them other two. We need them other two up in here. This is the cast, friends. Tanya Wilder, Phyllis. Oh, I'm sorry. Sitara Vaughn, Phyllis Kimber, Teresa Johnson. Tonight you have TNT.
TNT.
Well,
Dynamite. What's that look for? Why you give us that look?
Me?
Yes, you.
Y'all gonna wait till we get off. Take it home, Tanya.
Woo.
So we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. This was a test run. Here in the future, we're definitely going to be having guests come to the show. Also on June 24th, we're going to be live. We have a special guest coming on.
Say the topic.
Oh, do tell. Please tell.
It's
Come
about
on,
now you shy.
Right.
Now you shy. You was in the bathroom with your bonnet, and now she's shy.
It's about side chicks and side dicks. So,
Teresa came up with that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but doesn't eat at the country buffet.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
Side
Don't judge.
dick. Side dick.
well, actually, I came up with the side dick.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought Teresa dropped that in there. I'm sorry. My
No,
fault.
no. It was my idea not to call them side chicks. We needed to come up with another name, but Tanya did coin. Yep, Tanya did coin the side dick.
You better go and buy that, Tanya.
And
that
ladies and gentlemen, we
name.
want you to
Right.
put in the chat how we did tonight. We want you to keep it real.
Yeah, because this is gonna stay up on your YouTube page. It's in perpetuity now.
Yeah, and as time go on, we're going to get better and better. We're going to be bringing on special guests, and not everybody's going to be a celebrity. We want the average person, whether you're a business owner, whatever it is that you do, and it's pertaining to the subject that we're actually going to be talking about. So we're excited, and we're going to have some merch coming up as well. So yeah,
Good job.
Thank you guys for joining.
Thank y'all.
y'all just don't want to know what happened 5 minutes before the show. We'll talk
Yes,
about that.
Yes, they
another
do.
time.
I want to tell them, but Tanya said no. That's too much truth. That is his show. It's the truth ain't in us.
Oh gosh. Good night.
Bye.
night, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mai. Thank you all the people who commented.
I didn't get to see the comments except mine.
Yeah.
I was putting comments up here the whole time. Y'all didn't see BC 76. Tanya, what's good? Mika.
Love you.
Mika said hi to Teresa.
Hey, Mika.
I can't put every comment up because then you'll be. And I needed you to focus. I needed you to focus on this.
Oof, I can't.
Hell is
And
that?
guess what? The looks didn't even get any better.
No. and the wig, like I know we're done. I just don't understand why Tamar's wig looks like it does.
That's a whole nother subject. How do you have all that money and have a bad wig? A bad weave, bad wig, whatever.
They don't want to.
And why your girlfriend's not telling you? That's another subject too.
Because they don't want to
have
pay.
friends.
They want to get free hairdos and shit. That's
The truth ain't in us.
Good
And
night,
the coins
everybody.
ain't either. Bye. The coins are in me. I don't have no drink, but bye. Ending the stream.
Bye.